fight week, Southwest MMA Series XXIX. We got Rakim Thorpe with us, going to be taking on Dakota Munro. A couple days away. Sir, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. It's another day in the office for me, you know?
Tell us about camp.
Well, you know, like I said in my last interview, I'm always in shape. I'm always ready to go. So once I found out I was fighting the guy that one of my teammates was fighting, who handled him fairly easily, I just know I had to get ready. And I've been training ever since, and I'm ready to go, man. That's all there is to say. I'm about 9 pounds out, make weight easy Friday, and go to work Saturday.
In between the camps, what's the focus on your development then?
Definitely my striking, but also my ability to finish and transition from striking to wrestling. But I'm still brushing up on the basics. I still have a lot to learn. I got my first finish last fight, but I kind of want a KO now, or a TKO or something like that, rather than a submission, because like I said, I wanted to be a complete martial artist.
Getting that first one, how'd it feel?
It's kind of like scoring your first touchdown in like high school, in a high school football game. I thought it would be more exciting, but it just left me wanting more, you know? I want to rack up submissions and KOs. I don't want to just be an average fighter. I want to be a showman, and most importantly, I want to be the best I can be.
How do you take a game to the next level? How do you implement what you want to do in that cage?
Well, there's no shortcuts to success. Day in and day out, you got to come into the gym and you got to want to get better. You can't just go through the motions. You got to want to get better. You got to ask questions. You got to be attentive. You got to learn. Fighting is a physical sport, but it's also very mental, and I'm very on top of my mental game, and you'll see that Saturday night.
Talk to me about comfortability. Been out here for a while now. How comfortable are you just in Albuquerque and in hearing those coaches' voices, Joey Villasenor, the guys from Jackson Wing?
Well, 8 months here, you know, when I first came here, I kind of felt like an outsider. But now, you know, I'm being welcomed in open arms. Joey's a tough coach, but he's one of my favorite coaches here. He understands me. He knows I'm coachable. He knows I'm a great listener, and I'm not very vocal, but I lead by example when I'm on the mats, and I'm ready to go. He's a perfect coach for me, I feel like. So he'll be in my corner Saturday night. I'm sorry, I'm just ready to go, you know.
Well, talking about that, ready to go. We've seen you up there.
Got a lot on my mind, emotional.
Thunder. What's going through your mind when you're standing there behind those doors, your music's hitting? What are those last thoughts that hit Rakim Thorpe?
Execute, you know? It's me and another guy. And if I'm telling him something, it's I'd rather you than me, you know? It's kill or be killed out here. It's a tough sport to be in, you know? Because some people could call it violent. You know, my grandma doesn't like it, but I enjoy it very much. It's my passion. And I'm going to do what I got to do Saturday night.
Said as you're thinking about the fight, it's coming up. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts running through your head. Give us some of what's going on.
Well, one, you know, I want to go out there and execute. Execution is everything in this sport. Like I said, I don't want to go out there and go through the motions. I want to go out there, execute my game plan, and get my finish. That's what I plan on doing. But juggling all the emotions, like I got a lot of testosterone in me now. I got a lot of pressure on me to make weight tomorrow. It's a process. It's my 11th time doing it. And, you know, I feel like I'm getting pretty good, but I can be better at it.
Wrestling, does that help get you at least used to the process of the weight cutting?
Let me tell you something. What most people don't know about me is I don't have a traditional wrestling background. I wrestled from ages 6 to 8 years old, and then I wrestled for 1 year on JV in high school, 5 and 3. I feel like my takedowns and, you know, my hard work come from growing up playing football, you know, in high school, and, you know, just my work ethic as a whole. It's all mental, man. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Tell me about growing and developing that mental tenacity.
Takes time, man. Consistency. Like, you can't just go to the gym twice a week or, twice a month. You gotta go every day, even when you're tired. You gotta be able to get up and motivate yourselves. Your coaches aren't gonna always be around. So that's what I do, man. I meditate, I study the sport of MMA. It's me, but it's also my coaches, but you gotta be a champion within the mind.
How long has it been that you've really recognized and been focused on sharpening also that mental side?
That's been my mission ever since I came to Albuquerque, I came here with a few fights under my belt, but I wanted to see what it takes to fight in the big leagues, at the next level. And things I see here every day at the gym are being instilled in me, and just watching them, it shows me what I have to do, And I'm working hard right now, but if I do ever want to become pro, I need to work a lot harder.
There's a lot of things and a lot of just little things that go into play with you made such a move and came all the way across the country, different environment, new coaches. So there's bravery, there's adjustment. Talk about everything that's played out over the last 9 months for you. So going back to making this decision.
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect coming here, I'm from the East Coast. I've never seen mountains like this or, so much brown. I'm used to seeing like green trees. But the altitude has been very helpful and, keeping my condition up to par. The city of Albuquerque is it's a very, I don't know, like blue collar state. Like, you don't, like Frank said in one of these, you don't see like too many nice cars or anything. Everyone out here is working hard, so I'm kind of developing like a different type of toughness,
For the fans, for everybody in attendance, what should they expect Saturday night?
Saturday night, you should expect Rakim to perform and execute. Nothing less, because I came here, I worked for this, I trained for this, and I'm ready to go.